What's going on, guys? Phil here from Custom Offsets TV on YouTube. We got Jared here for another episode of This or That. Keaton's going to ask us some questions. We're going to answer them. You guys asked them. Here we go.
Yeah.
Tesla Cybertruck or Ford Mach-E?
So when the Mach-E came out, I was not very excited.
I was like mad because they
Only
called it a
because
Mustang.
they used the Mustang name. If they would have called it something else, I wouldn't have been so upset.
I agree.
But for a crossover small SUV, I do like the way that it looks, I guess.
Yeah.
Compared to what else is on the market for it. It actually almost has like a Porsche Cayenne.
Yeah, right.
Cayenne,
but at the same time,
Cayenne.
Tesla's got like
Macan
this huge
look.
reputation behind it as far as like what they
Right.
are and what they do.
Tesla, I know for sure because I've driven them. Like, it's a good platform as far as reliability, drivability, features. Ford has not had an electric car before, an all-electric car. So like, I don't know, but I also feel like it's kind of hard to mess up. Electric motors are significantly...
Yeah, you just take your battery and you plug it into the car and you're done.
They're significantly less complicated than an internal combustion motor. I don't know. I would love the chance to drive
Both.
Yeah,
and then
especially the Mustang Mach-E.
Yeah.
I don't even want to call it a Mustang.
Just the Mach-E. Even
I like the
Mach
looks
name,
way better.
why? I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I like the looks way better of it too.
But you bought a Cybertruck, so.
Right. I don't know.
Dodge with Chevy mirrors or Chevy with Dodge mirrors?
Dodge with Chevy mirrors or a Chevy with Dodge mirrors.
I hate Dodge mirrors, so I pick a Dodge with Chevy mirrors.
But like Dodges are so, 4th gen and 5th gen have like rounded edges.
Like
and
the
they're just
truck
like-
itself, you mean?
Yeah. So then if you put like those big old square mirrors on it, it's gonna look really weird.
And here's the problem, like Dodge interiors compared to like Chevy interiors, I'd pick a Chevy interior, but then you got those moose
Even in the new
ears.
5th gen?
I haven't seen one enough to, oh wait, do they have the big like Tesla? Uh-oh. I'm sticking with my Dodge.
I think I would put the Dodge mirrors on a Chevy, but
I've seen it done before, I think.
don't flip them up.
don't flip them up.
If you kept them in, I think it would have like a sport look.
You know, Rainey's pretty good about that. He's got a 4th gen, and he's got the mirrors that flip up, but he does not flip them up.
And he's got a crew cab, long bed.
And he still won't. I don't think he'll even flip them up if he's towing.
Rainey's my dude.
Be more like Rainey.
Exposed light bar or hidden light bar?
Hidden.
Hidden.
Easy.
I don't do anything that needs an exposed one to have like just that extra light, so I'm gladly gonna put it like behind a grill, or you can even put it in a bumper, so it's not really hidden, but it still like goes with the body lines and stuff and doesn't stick out, you know? And it's not covered then too.
Fun fact, even on my BMW, I have a hidden light bar.
Do you really?
See, that's how good it's hiding. But I think it looks way cleaner if you have the hidden light bars like behind the grill or in the bumper. Like 4th gen Rams have that big slot. People have put like 40-inch light bars in there. The Super Duties, you can put the 20-inch in there. The Chevys have a big hole in them too that you can put a 20-inch light bar in there.
And I'm looking at Sean's right behind me right now, I'm like a 20-inch can fit right there.
Yeah,
in the
and then
middle
he's
of
got,
the
I
bumper
think he
opening.
had a 30 and a 40.
He had
or maybe a
two-
40 and a 50.
He had 3 in there.
There was a lot of light bars behind the
Banker
grill.
had 250s, I think, at one point
Yes.
on his.
And I think it looks way better than having a big roof mount light bar. In 2012, my answer probably would have been different.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, the light bars on the roof probably work better because there's less obstruction.
But there's more noise too, though. There's no whistling noise.
That's
you put
true.
it behind your grill.
Remember when we put a light bar on my roof?
Yeah, that
was
was
rough.
I know you just drive with a big box on top of it.
This one's not this or that, but it was too good of a question that I had to ask. So, what is the best truck for the zombie apocalypse?
I feel like this was asked because the Cybertruck came out.
The
Best truck?
Cybertruck is not the best truck for a zombie apocalypse, though.
No,
What are you gonna do? Try and
because-
siphon electricity?
Right. It sounds like a good idea at first,
Yeah.
but if you got to run from town to town, you're going to eventually run out of battery.
I feel like
and you
a
probably wouldn't
Raptor.
want to be in one spot for too long.
Yeah.
So we need to think about protection and armor. You need
I
to
like
think
this
about
one.
speed. You need to think about ground clearance.
Do you think about gas mileage to preserve what you have?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Is a Gen 2 Raptor the answer?
3.5 V6 twin turbo. Drive it nice, you get decent fuel
Right.
economy. I mean, you're not going to get good gas mileage.
Quick, there's room in it. You can sleep in the back if you need
There
to.
is enough room in it. It has a lot of nice interior comfort things.
Which you don't really need for zombie apocalypse, but like,
It's also quiet with stock exhaust. So if you wanted like
Yep.
go in stealth mode,
Yep.
you could do that. Plenty of clearance, plenty of suspension travel. I'm just trying to think if there's something better
a Jeep?
because I like the Raptor so much, I don't want to default to it.
like what about a Gladiator?
No, too slow, bad fuel economy.
What else could there be?
Or do you go with like an F250, F350 for all the extra space? Put a camper in the back, like truck bed camper?
Yeah,
Get
but
a
it's
place
gonna be easier to
live?
find gas or diesel.
I don't know. I feel like it'd be easier to find gas.
picturing,
After
like,
driving a
Walking
diesel,
Dead.
I know I've like pulled into gas stations and been like, nope.
I'm even picturing like Walking Dead and all the cars that just sit out on the roads that are
Right.
abandoned.
Right,
They're all
you
gonna be
just-
cars, so they all have gas. You can just steal from them.
Is there anything else? There is.
Are you gonna pick that like Renegade thing or whatever the hell it's called?
I just want to make sure I say it right.
I couldn't.
The Rezvani tank.
Yeah.
Steel body on frame, on-demand four-wheel drive, standard, designed to be a daily driver, but called tank.
So
And it's only $350,000.
this is what I immediately pictured as soon as this question was asked. Not gonna lie, but I was like, wanted to know what it was called. Two, I was like, it's not really like realistic.
It's armored, but so it's based on the JK platform. However, you get a supercharged 6.2 liter V8
Oh.
that you find in the Dodge Demon, and you can upgrade it to over 1,000 horsepower and 870 foot-pounds of torque. They call it the most powerful production SUV in the world. However, I don't know if I would classify this as a production vehicle. If we can pick non-production, probably
Yeah,
this thing.
I'd vote on that too.
If we're picking a production vehicle, I think the Raptor. I think the Raptor is a good choice.
Yeah.
What about the Chevy Silverado Black Ops? It's a 4x4, 5.3 liter Ecotec 3 V8 engine with plenty of power, along with lower body armor, race suspension, solar power pack, generator, military first aid, gas mask, a crate of food with top ramen and Twinkies.
Okay, so I'm not sure if
Someone
any of
just
that is
loaded this
true.
question.
Yeah.
Like they knew what the answer was, and they wanted to see if we knew what
'Cause
this one
here's the
random
deal.
package.
I've seen like Black Ops Editions vehicles before. Jeep has done it, Ford has done it, Chevy has done it, but it's all just stickers and trim and maybe some
Right.
skid plates. I feel like that's not a real thing.
Because are they calling like the lower body armor, or is it just a skid plate that they added on?
Mm-hmm. But like the way that he described it, where it comes with all of this
Got
stuff.
a gas
Well, yeah,
mask and Twinkies.
I mean, I guess. But is that real?
Interesting. I feel like we just got bamboozled. Like we spent a lot of time thinking about
You've just
this.
been punked.
Yeah, and then this guy is like,
Out of left field here.
I know the answer. I know the answer. There's only one answer.
That's why I like math. There's only one answer. Science is too confusing.
Bonus question! Does soup apply to the 5-second rule?
No. I think anything that is damp
Liquid.
at all doesn't apply to the 5-second rule.
Yeah, like are you gonna eat Jello off the
No,
ground?
it just picks up too much. I have a dog, and for as much as Emily cleans my house for me, there's still dog hair on the floor.
Wait, I thought you were dating Taylor.
Oh Christ! I'll start this up.
Yeah,
again.
no, like you can't. If it's a hard, non-sticky thing, then maybe. Depending on where you are, though. Like if you're at a doggy daycare and you drop a pretzel on the ground, are you gonna pick it up and eat it? What if a dog just shit there
I
3
might.
seconds ago?
I honestly really love pretzels.
Oh.
Like, if you drop Jell-O, if you drop a piece of toast with peanut butter on it and it lands peanut butter side down, you can't tell me you're gonna eat that.
I hope not.
Who in their right mind
Who's
is
gonna look at that and
spill
be
some
like-
soup and then be like,
But wait, if you ever spilled on the table as a little kid and then just.
I don't think so. No.
That'd be the one
If you
thing I
spill
could
your
think of.
cereal on the ground, would you try to pick up your cereal?
No.
No. Cereal, soup, damp, wet, moist, or squishy
What if it's
foods.
a brownie that just got done and it falls off the
No.
tray?
No. Does it have a crusty top layer? Is that what hit? Because if it's the bottom layer, that's like the squishy.
And it saves you?
Like goodness. No, it's too
got it.
porous. It can just.
Now, would
pick
you just
up-
cut half of it off and eat the top half?
Definitely, 100%.
There's a move.
It's not about soup, though. You can't cut soup in half.
Oh yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take
I hope
toast.
you record that part and put it in there too.
We're gonna absorb the soup with the toast, and then it's no longer on the ground and gross. Then you can just eat the toast.
I feel like at this point we've gotten too far into this question, and it really doesn't pertain to anything. If you guys want to just buy some wheel-sided suspension, that's what we're here for, not to talk about soup on the ground. CustomOptions.com.
Subscribe if you want to hear us talk about more stupid shit. YouTube.com/CustomOptionsTV.
Yeah, drop your comments.